we're gonna go through exactly the step-by-step process of everything that I eat in a day as a Division I wide receiver that has reached as low as 3.3% body fat. Let's go check it out. What's up? Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Nolan Alm. I'm a Division I football player here. I'm excited to go over everything today that I eat. This is gonna be legit. We're gonna deliver. So first thing I eat, I wanna get carbs in right away for my quick fuel. And then I also want a little bit of fats. And also there's like just almond butter and nuts are such a great source of a bunch of different things. I got some protein in there, some good stuff, protein and fats. So right as soon as I'll wake up, what I'll do is I'll come down and I will take a swig, extra virgin olive oil. You want to get glass, really quality, and I take a chug of this. Got this from these CrossFit football guys, really cheap calories. And another really way to get fats are your long-term energy stores. So I drink this pretty, not for the faint of heart, but it's just a habit now. It's not really that gross to me. I've had some gross times though with that. It was frozen the other day because it was so cold in here. That was really gross. So then I'll get the banana out, I'll chug that, boom, chase it with a bite of banana, almond butter on the banana. That's one of the first things I eat, boom. I will also have with the banana and almond and the olive oil some almonds, just in general. I get a nice little handful, bunch of fats. Even though we're already having almond butter, I like to have this. It was a huge addition to my routine. Always got to start the day with some fats. Shout out to Kirkland. So along with my banana and almond butter, I'll have all my vitamins for the day. So magnesium, you need one that breaks the blood-brain barrier. L-threonate is great. That's what I do. Two in the morning, 2 at night. It's the only one that I have at night. Vitamin D, you just need one of these a day. Really good for places that don't get a lot of sunlight over the winter. Like Cheney, not great here over the winter in terms of sun exposure. Then we've got our plant aminos. Okay, your essential amino acids, these are really good. I 6 of these every morning, it's a lot. But your aminos are super good to muscular repair, all things like that. And then omega-3 soft gels, so, Canadian Protein, shout out, I think that's the name. Yep, Canadian Protein. It's really good stuff. Good for your hair follicles, all those things. Just good for you to get those oils in. This is one thing that I've been taking before workouts now, new. BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. So I'll take those 30 minutes before my workout. That's usually what the best time is to take it. Helps with my recovery in the workout and after. These are probably the most disgusting things I've ever had in my life. These are the ones that aren't flavored. They're unflavored. So I'd recommend getting flavored because this is freaking brutal. But I do it every day because I'm committed. Okay, now what I used to do is I would have shakes all the time, but dairy doesn't sit well with me. It really just is not good for the pipes here in the house. But what I'll do now is I put all my supplements into my smoothie in the morning. I'll mix them in. Super easy to do that. These things, it just matters about consistency of timing. So it's always at around 10 a.m. for me, so it's super good. Creatine. A lot of myths behind this. It increases power. It's not bad for you. It's really good. Doesn't fill your muscles with water. Everyone wants to hate on it. Well, it increases power. It's really good for you. There's nothing bad about it. Get a good clean brand. Then beta-alanine. Ooh, gets the pump going. Helps with conditioning, different sort of things in that realm. But those are my 2 go-tos. I tell everybody to use beta-alanine and creatine. Put those in there. New addition, collagen. Tendons. Had some patellar tendon issues, so we are using collagen and it's awesome. It's helped a ton. So I put those into my smoothie in the morning. So then next, I'll have eggs. Now, this usually isn't the brand that I get. We have a really good brand that we go to that's organic, and they're great because they're pretty local, but eggs are super huge and pretty easy to get organic and really good quality eggs, and it's super... it's a big deal. So I cook 6 in the morning. I'll scramble them. I'm a scramble guy. Sometimes I'll mess up. I'll leave it cooking for a while. Then it's like this caked on layer underneath. Kind of gross. But like I said, food is just fuel. But yeah, I cook these in the morning. And yeah, that's the main breakfast that I have after that banana and almond butter snack. Next, my staple. Steel cut oats. I love steel cut. The Quaker oats are fine, so I've changed this, but this has been a staple for me. I used to do 3 cups of water, 1.5 of these oats. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of food. But I'll cook these in the morning. That'll be a part of my breakfast. And now I go 2 cups and then 1 cup of dry oats in there. Boom, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, really good. Boil it. It takes me 7 minutes to cook this. So I come down and have a whole routine where I get the rice cooker going, I start cooking this, I cook my eggs, and at times when I was setting everything up, it took like 30 minutes at the most, and now it's really like a 15-minute at the most process, because what I do is I go and I get these in at the facilities. We have a nutrition station, and so I'll do the Quaker 1 minute original oats. Don't get the sugar, brown sugar, whatever, all these sugary oatmeals. Check what's in there. I just want the straight oats, and then I'll put a little bit of plant protein in there. It's a really good brand, All Clean Stuff. I'll put that in there, mix it up, maybe put an apple or a banana in there as well. Make it super tasty, super yummy. What I'll always pair with the oats is a smoothie. And so the smoothie will have protein in there as well, and then all the greens in the world you could imagine. That's where I get all my greens in. Super easy way to get that in. I got fruit in there. And then you can put in hemp seeds and chia seeds. I've put those in there before. Another just like plant protein things with a lot of good minerals in them. Really, really good stuff. So that'll be really my second real meal. It's about an hour and a half after the eggs. This is a really good plant protein. This would be an example of one that I put into my smoothie daily. Okay, we're talking the chicken. This is my main protein that I eat. Really one of the only proteins that I eat. So I get the chicken from Costco. You know, we got the Kirkland. Come over here and show them. What is this? Kirkland, Costco. I want to buy organic, but we're not really in a place right now financially to do that. So we'll get there. But here I put the chicken down. Obviously, I thaw it out, so I'll freeze. I'll buy a couple packs. I'll buy 2 packs, so I go every 2 weeks to Costco. Put them both in one in the freezer, and then I'll pull the other one out, and we'll just do it right now. And then next week, I'll bring one out, and I make sure I thaw it out the night before. Just leave it out. Sometimes it doesn't thaw overnight, though. You got to put it in some water, hot water. That's a really easy way to thaw it out. So I'll plug up the sink, put hot water in it, boom. Then it's thawed out. We put it on here, we wash it out. I like to take all the fat pieces off of it. And then I'll choose from a variety of seasonings. It doesn't really matter if you're an athlete, because you can be sweating so much. Like Lawry's, that's cool. Shout out Coach AP. But for me personally, my favorite seasoning ever is the chili seasoning from Trader Joe's. I like all their seasonings, super good stuff. I'm a huge Trader Joe's guy. So I'll put that on there. We preheated it to about 375. Boom, take her out, put her in for about 35 minutes, and then I'll just check on it. I've done undercooked chicken in my life. It's horrible. It tastes so gross. And I'm a guy, I'll eat a lot of things like that I just don't like. It tastes like salmonella, just incarnated. So then I'll make sure it's over, like I'll overcook it if anything. And yeah, that's the major protein. That'll last me a couple days. I used to do the whole week, I know, don't get mad at me. Really, really gross. But now I just do it for Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'll recook another batch of 6. So there's 2 packets in there of the Costco chicken. Literally, I'll put it in there, and then I just go do whatever I gotta do. It takes like 2 seconds. Super easy. Okay, then the carbs, main carb, rice cooker changed my life. Get a quick rice cooker. I put a cup in there, and then it depends on the cooker you have, but I go a cup and a little bit of water, so like a cup and a 1/8 of water. A hack to this to make it so glycemic index is the ability at which a carb is turned into a sugar. So high GI would be, high glycemic index would be Skittles. Now white rice is kind of up there, but one way to change that, the splash of avocado oil into the rice when you cook it, before you cook it in the water. Boom, splash a little bit in there, get her going. I literally, in the morning, I'll do this in the morning, click, flash rice, takes like 15-20 minutes, done. There's my chicken and rice made right there. Okay, so also with my chicken and rice, we got to make it a complete meal with the third macro, fats. So chicken's our protein, rice is our carbs, and then avocado. I will split this thing in half, and depending on the day, I'll split it in half, and then I'll have half of a half, so a quarter of an avocado with one of my chicken and rice, and then a quarter of an avocado with the other part of my chicken and rice. So I'll have 2 chicken breasts, and because protein can only be absorbed so much at a time, so you want to spread it out. So I'll have the chicken breast and rice, quarter of an avocado, and then I'll do the exact same thing a couple hours later. So I love me some avocados. Extremely great fats, just so good for you and so many things in your body. Let's talk dates. And no, I'm not talking about male female. I'm talking about Medjool dates. So these are a little cheat code, giving you a ton of value right now. Eat these in the middle of a workout. They are high GI, so high glycemic index if you were listening before, but they're a good high glycemic index. So you want to eat these. It restores the sugar stores in your muscles during a workout. Really, really good. I'll take maybe 1 or 2 during a workout and then 1 or 2 after. And what it'll do is just, it's a really quick way to recover those sugar stores that are super huge to get in good recovery. So I'll take these along with some sort of protein after a workout, but I wouldn't be too bent up about the protein after a workout, to be honest. Like, you can always just eat real food. So I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of people substitute protein powder for a little bit of laziness, if we're calling it for what it is, because they don't want to make the food that is going to give you the protein. These are the most yummy things ever. They'll make your girlfriend really want to kiss you. Just awesome things. I'm just joking. These are great though. Incredible for you. A lot of people are missing this in their diet. With all the different omegas and things that come from fish, they're incredible. Now, I don't like to eat a ton of them because there's a ton of heavy metals in them. You know, there's a story about Tony Robbins. He stopped remembering stuff on stage because he was just so full of metals. So I go every other day with these. I'll chase it with that same banana and almond butter combo that we got. Should still be behind us. Let's check it out. We'll chase it with this. Boom. And we're good to go. So I like doing this. This will be after my chicken and rice later in the day. Another protein, right? We want to spread the protein out. Take this down with that. Carbs, fats. Look, another perfect meal. So that's the sardines. Then from there, I'll have another sort of a protein and a carb. Now, what we also have here is you can do is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are really good. Punch a bunch of holes in them with a fork. 400 degrees on the oven. You roll them for at least 40 minutes till they're ooze, until they're soft, and you can just mix them up. They're super yummy, and they're super, super good. So that's another way to change up your carb with the rice. It's the only thing that I would change it up with myself. Then, look at, we got some, I'm eating it right now, some ground turkey, okay? That's the only other thing that I'll eat as a protein. I really need to do a better job of mixing it up. I can mix it up with some fish or some red meat, like a steak or something like that. I think there's value in all that stuff. You're going to hear a ton of different advice in nutrition, and you're going to get to the point where you're basically like, oh, I shouldn't eat anything, because everyone says everything is bad in some way, shape, or form. At the end of the day, whole foods, drink a lot of water. I think it's pretty simple. It just depends on what your goal is that you're trying to get out of it. Here's the turkey that I'll eat. Costco. And then from there too, guys, you're probably wondering, okay, do you have veggies? Do you have veggies within your chicken and rice? I do. So we used to do fresh produce. This is just easier for me. I actually end up doing it. I put it in the oven and I cook it and then I eat it. So it's pretty simple. You want to do stuff that's sustainable. That's why eating food that you find tastes good is probably the best thing and best plan for you, because you'll actually eat it. I don't have no emotion attached with food, and it's just fuel for me. So if anything, I just don't eat the veggies because it just takes a little bit. It doesn't take a ton of time, but my excuse is that it takes too much time, which is just an excuse. So other than that, yeah, like I said, like if we eat another protein, maybe have something like a salmon or something like that. So my incredible girlfriend will make maybe a meal. So that's another way that I get some variety. I think it's always good to eat different things and not eat the same. I mean, I eat the same thing every single day, but just a little bit of variety is good. So we'll do that ground turkey, some sort of protein. That's kind of the last like meal of the night. Okay, last thing I eat in the night, some walnuts. Had almonds in the morning. Now we're changing up with some walnuts at night. Different ways to get fats, different type of nuts. Love these. Cashews are also great. Just kind of never delved into those. Honestly, they're pretty addictive. But walnuts are great. And then I also have another round of, you know what, our favorite, banana and almond butter. Once again, we'll have that. And then my last thing will be the superfood kiwis. So it says it here, right? More vitamin E and vitamin K than an avocado. More potassium than a banana. More fiber than a cereal brand. More vitamin C than an orange. These things are awesome, awesome, awesome. If you want to load fruit in at night, I love that. Like blueberries, grapes. There's so many different ways. That'll be a good like carb load for the next day. Same thing with the sugar stores. You're setting yourself up for success the next day. Fruits are a really good way. And honestly, in a perfect world, you'd have a lot of that because that would get you shredded. Protein and fruit would get you shredded. So that's my day of eating right there as a D1 athlete to get shredded, you know. Abs are made in the kitchen. That's my eating plan as a D1 athlete. I eat that every single day, and then my body fat just fluctuates basically on the type of work that I'm doing. But I always know that I'm going to be in a great position with the quality whole foods and great things that I'm eating and setting myself up for success with. I told you guys, we're delivering the value. If you get value from this, please share this with someone and subscribe for more. We're going to bring a bunch more how-tos of how to become the best athlete and person that you can be.